Hello, I have a new lab for you, and this one is going to be found in Canvas under Modules, under Labs, under Unit 1 Labs, and this one is lab number 6, Machines Home Version. So when you go to that unit, down at the bottom, keep clicking on the tabs until you get to lab number 6, and it will say machines, but in parentheses next to it it's going to say home version. So this one you're going to do using computer simulations found online, and also you're going to conduct one experiment using a ruler, a pencil, and then some quarters or other coins. So whatever you want to use for that. So I want to very quickly run through that video, the lab with you. So if you'll open up that lab and then go on down to procedure. Okay, the first one that you're going to do is you're going to investigate how a ramp works. So you're going to go to, it's called the Compass Project, and it's found online. And I give you the website for it, but if that website link doesn't work, then just go to Google and type in Compass Project Ramp Simulation, and you should be able to find it. Okay, then there's a slider once you get there that you're going to set the friction on the ramp to 0. So we're going to make this as easy as possible. And there's another box that you're going to click on that says Applied Force. And now you get to select the length of your ramp, and you get to select the height of the ramp, and you get to select the weight of the box that you're going to put on the ramp, and they call that the load. So then you're going to grab the box and pull it up the ramp, and you're going to record the amount of force that was required to pull it up the ramp. And then you should be able to calculate how much force it should have taken to pull it up the ramp. So I won't go through it with you right now, but if you go to the notes on energy, and also if you watch the video on energy, I explain how to do that. So how to actually calculate how much force it should have taken to pull that box up the ramp. So you'll see that there's a chart there where you can fill in all of that information. Okay, next you're going to go to the second one, which is entitled the pulley. And for this one, you're going to watch another simulation. So go to the Compass Project, but this time it's the pulley simulation. And we're going to start off with a single fixed pulley. So you select that kind of pulley system. So this is the simplest one you can possibly have. Now you select whatever weight that you want to lift. That will be the load. And you select whatever distance you want to lift the load. Okay, then grasp the string, which is up by the pulley, and then you're going to pull down on that string, and you're going to record how far down you pulled the string, and you're going to record how much force it took to pull down on the string. And then you're going to see that that lifts the load up. So you should be able to calculate how far down you needed to pull the string, and you should be able to calculate how much force it should have taken to pull down the string. And you're going to record all of that information in those boxes there. Okay, the third experiment, now this is the one that you get to do, is take a pencil, put it on a table, and then take a ruler and place it on top of the pencil. So that if this is the pencil, you're going to take the ruler and put it on top of it, so it makes a teeter-totter. And then you're going to take some quarters, So the quarters are going to be your weights that you're going to use for this. And if you don't have quarters, then you could use washers, you could use pennies, you can use anything you want, but they do have to be identical, so that if you choose to use quarters, you're going to need at least 8 to 10 quarters, or 8 to 10 pennies, or 8 to 10 washers, or 8 to 10 of anything, basically, for this experiment. Put some washers on one side of the ruler. Now you get to pick whatever distance from the pivot point that you want to use, and you get to choose as many quarters as you want, but you're going to put them on one side of the pencil, one side of the ruler, sorry, and then balance it by taking, now let's use a different number of quarters, because if you use the same number of quarters, I guess you should be able to figure out where you need to put those quarters at, so that would be too easy. So pick a different number of quarters to balance it with, and then put the quarters on the other side, and it will be at a different distance from the pivot point. And then you should be able to calculate where you need to put the quarters in order to balance it. And so again, I refer you to the lecture notes, and also to the video that I made that goes with that in order to answer those questions. Now this time there's no post-lab that you need to do. No, I don't want to hear any of you complaining about that. So just fill in those 3 charts and do the pre-lab, and then email it to me. Okay, so that's going to be your lab for this week, and then you're going to turn it in next week, somewhere around the 19th. Okay, so that's going to be your lab for this week. Okay, good luck. If you need any help, give me an email about it. Bye.